Now here's Holiday. He's covered closely. Pass to Magician. Here's Simpson. Fires the three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. It's intercepted. And they're on the run. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Collins with the slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Simpson. There's the three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Simpson's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Wolf. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Simpson. He's got 5. Pass to Magician. The hook shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
So few players still use the hook shot, but it's a tremendous weapon when done right.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. No shot.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Little General. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Wolf. The three is up. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Here's Simpson. Jacks up a 3. Collins with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Little General. No points so far. Collins outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Little General. Here's Wolf. He's covered by Holiday. Wolf can't get it to go. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Here's Simpson. The 3. And no good. Here's Clutch. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
1:20 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Magician. Fires from deep. Shot's good by Simpson. Simpson's got 8 points.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Collins with a screen on Holiday. Here's Wolf from the arc. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And Holiday powers it home.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Collins. Pass to Little General. 6 to shoot. Here's Clutch. Hey, from beyond the arc. Holiday grabs the miss. Here's Magician. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. 11 points now for T.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Leading by 10. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And it's A-Train in at the center, locking down the middle. Collins, blocked! Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And it's Little General in at the point guard position. Back to Holiday. Pass to Magician. Here's Simpson. Three-pointer. Here's A-Train. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. They shoot again! And he goes in for the dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Chavez. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Collins. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Collins has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. To the middle. Here's A-Train. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, VA.
Hey, little exclamation point. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
It's hauled in by Simpson.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Simpson. Oh, ripped away. In transition, here they come. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Big-time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
Oh, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Here's Simpson. He's got 11.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Holiday. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. Here's Chavez. Still no points. Hey, puts up a 3. It's rebounded by A-Train. Now Holiday. Pass to Simpson to the paint. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And the visitors call time here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Chavez passes to Little General. Shot clock at 6. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Simpson.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Tipped. Holiday passes to T. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Here's Little General. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. There's a minute 59 left in the second period. Holiday passes to T. Three-pointer. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
.125 left in the first half of this game. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. Simpson's got 6 in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Collins with a screen on Holiday. Little General passes to Wolf. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Holiday.
Take a break. Take a break.
That free throw misses. And he's good on the second. There's 45 seconds left in the half. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Number 36.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Simpson. He's got 17.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit to defense for how they're playing him.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And the first half now in the books. Leading by 14. And we'll return shortly.
17.
Hey everybody.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've really fought their way up the ranks. Few people saw this coming. This team has exceeded expectations, and so far...
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the home team. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Wolf. Out left to the wing. Right wing. 5 on the clock. Pass to Little General. Here's Collins. It's hauled in by Simpson.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And it's Wolf in at the power forward position. Here's Magician. Here's Simpson. 17 points in the game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here's Simpson. And it's all from three-point range. Pass to Little General. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wolf. Misses the 3. Wolf's gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Uncovered. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Over 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And that one misses. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie. Appreciate the update. Here's Little General. He's covered by Holiday. Oh, from deep. It's hauled in by Simpson. Simpson's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Holiday. Collins defending. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Little General. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Clutch passes to Little General.
Ball is turned over.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wolf. Puts it up from the high post. The rebound by Magician.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Holiday. The steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Wolf. Here's Little General. Clock at 6. Here's Clutch. He's scoreless. Basket's good.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Pass to Simpson. On the wing, Holiday. 7 points in the game. Collins with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Little General. Here's Wolf. Here's Little General. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Clutch. It's hauled in by Simpson. There's the drive. Count that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Collins with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Wolf. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wolf's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Six on the shot clock. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Out to the right wing. Pass to A-Train. Now here's Holiday. Here's A-Train. On the wing, Holiday. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's Wolf in at the 4-man position. To the inside. To the wing, right side. Out to the wing. Here's Chavez. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And here's Holiday. Pass to Magician. Back to Holiday. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Chavez. Here's Wolf. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Fade away. And too long on the shot. From about 16. Little General with a rebound. Pass to Wolf. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result that the work put in.
Here's A-Train. Outside Holiday. Pass to Magician. Collins defending. Excellent D there from Collins. Wolf passes to Little General. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wolf, good.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Holiday. Pass to Magician. Here's A-Train. Going inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. A-Train's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Here's Little General. He's covered by Holiday. Shoots a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Wolf's gone 6 for 14 on the night. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Now Collins. Here's Wolf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He launches. Oh, it doesn't go. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Here's Little General. He's covered by Holiday. And the basket is good.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Magician. Holiday outside. Clock at 6. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Here's Magician. Beyond the arc. Oh, the shot is off.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
It's off.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Now Holiday from deep. 35 seconds left in the game. From downtown. Collins rips down the board.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And the new power rankings are out with the regular season coming to a close. Taking a look here at the visitors, they're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
Well, right now, for this home ball club, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. It's why they're leading this division.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The captain out there with the captain. Then there's Scott, and it's Sutton in at the 2. They've got Pope, and it's Freeman in at the 3 slot. Here we go. Offensively, RJ, both teams are fantastic. We expect this game, don't we, to be very high scoring.
Oh, yeah, it may come down to just who makes the most plays at the end of the game. This could be a game that comes down to 1 or 2 plays will determine the outcome.
Scott, the layup missed.
The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Scott. A 3 ball. Sampson pulls it in. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to the captain. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
There's the pick. Here's Jay. Fires for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wasted no time on that one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Sampson. Down low. Here's Jay. Defended by Scott. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
At the line for 2, number 33.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Out to the right wing. Here's the captain. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Scott. There's the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here's Freeman. Nailed from three-point land.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Scott the pass to the captain. From deep. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Hope the pass to Jay. Bank shot, no good. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Scott. Here's the captain. This one for 3. Jay with the rebound. Here's the break. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Freeman. 5 points in the game. Sampson, the pass to Jay. Here's Freeman. Drills it from outside. Freeman's got 8 points.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Always some very sneaky defenders on the wings in the NBA, and since the All-Star break, no players have been better at setting traps than these small forwards. Take a look at the bulldozer, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
He is a pest out there on the wing. One slip of concentration, one careless pass, and he'll be going the other way.
Now here's Rodriguez. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. The captain, no good. Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jay, the pass to Freeman. The tray. The shot will not fall. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Freeman. He's got 8. From downtown. Out to the wing. Jay, the pass to Freeman. There's a good screen. Launches a 3. And Rodriguez pulls it down. And a lowly 30% to start this game out. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's blocked. Here's Sampson. Nothing on the board. Over to the left wing. To the inside. Taken away by Rodriguez. To the paint. To the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got Drexler, and it's Freeman in at the 3. Rodriguez out there with Scott. Then there's the captain. Then there's the captain. Here's Drexler. That one's in, his first shot this game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Rodriguez passes to the captain. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Sampson. Still yet to score. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Freeman. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Rodriguez outside. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Rodriguez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Freeman. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
The captain with the bucket. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Sampson. Six to shoot. Picked by Drexler. Here's Freeman. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Freeman's got 13 points.
Continuing to add to his tally with that triple. Now his 3rd of the game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Scott the pass to the captain. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And a chance to check out the stats for the captain. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Pass to Freeman. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the captain.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's the captain. A 3-pointer off the mark. Sampson, the pass to Cross. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside, and stolen by Scott. And oh, here we go. Rodriguez has got the ball on the fast break chance. Fades away. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Freeman. 13 points in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Rebounded by the captain.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Scott. Pass to the captain. Rodriguez against Drexler. Now Scott. They could use a bucket. Out left to the wing. Rodriguez outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Jay's checked in for Drexler. A 3-ball. And Rodriguez pulls it down. Gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul, second team foul.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Pass to Jay. Rodriguez with it. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Freeman. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Rodriguez. Pass to Scott. To the inside. Here's the captain. No good, he's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Jay. We saw him with 10 points last game. Takes it from 10. Jump shot is good. That'll do it for the first half. Up 6. A step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
17.
welcome everyone as we dig into the details.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the way it's drawn up, and let's credit their game planning as well. And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, Players of the Week. For the Western Conference, the Eraser.
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my move on the block, the Black Tornado.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Jay, and it's Pope in at the power forwards position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Here's Freeman. Pass to Pope. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Been terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Here's the captain. Down low. The captain passes to Scott. Drains it from beyond the arc. Scott's got 5.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Pope. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Sampson. He has yet to score. Yep, that one goes. Jay's got it gone 2 of 4 from the field. After the captain. Takes a 3. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Takes a step back. Here's Freeman. Takes it off the glass. 15 points in the game.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Outside, Scott. Off target with his 3.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Freeman. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Scott. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Scott's got 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Freeman. 15 points in the game. There's the 3. They grab their own miss. It's tipped. Outside, Scott from 20 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The captain's got his second bucket. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Freeman, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Let's take a look here at the stats for Scott. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. And such a great distributor and decision-maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Scott's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
There's the pick. Here he goes. It's good. 8 points for James.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
To the paint. Here's the captain. Lays it up off the glass.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. With the step back. 1:32 left in the third. And it's blocked by Rodriguez. Outside, Scott. To the inside. The captain. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. The captain's got 8 points.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Jay, defended by Scott. Pass to Freeman. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 17.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Rodriguez. Outside, Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Freeman misses.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
They set the pick. Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Jay, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Up 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got the captain. Scott is out there with Rodriguez. And there's the captain. Here's Scott. Kept alive. Pass to the captain. Scott kicks to Rodriguez. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. Well, 50% from the floor. Hope the pass to Jay. Now Drexel. Spins. Unloads from 13. And he hits the jump shot.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Now, here's Scott. Inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
The captain's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Pass to Pope.